All right, that's a little bit better, maybe. I don't know. Um, okay, so we're here at the Lincoln Airport. I'm doing autocross for the first time. There's some people parking up next to me. Um, I'm not sure what this video is going to be. I'm kind of thinking that I'll do. We'll talk a little bit here, and I'll do my first run. I'll show you guys my first run, and then probably my best one after that. I don't know. We're kind of seeing how sim racing. I'm a sim racer. We'll see how I can do with something in the real world. I know this is quite a bit different than the tracks that we do on iRacing, but yeah, we'll go. We'll see how it goes. It's looks like it's going to be fun. I'm excited, but yeah, we'll see. I feel super awkward. I hope this video comes out okay. But yeah, we'll see you when I'm driving, I guess. Bye.
All right, so there's a few things I want to mention before we get going here. I was super awkward and nervous about recording myself in public there. I still am. But just in case you're another sim racer who wants to try this out, here's some other stuff to know, I guess, and maybe other context. I guess first off, in case you're curious, I just took my street car, my street tires. It's a Taurus SHO 2016. The way that the event was structured, there were about 89 people. I want to say, I can't remember offhand exactly. I'll look up on the timing sheet and see and put it up here probably. That sounds like a good idea. They split it up into 2 run groups, and they had each set of run groups do 3 runs twice. So run group 1 did 3 runs, while run group 2 worked the cones, and then we switched. And run group 2, I was in run group 2, did our 3 runs, and while the other group worked the cones, and then we had a little break for lunch, and then we did it all again. So that's how it was. Because I was new, they let me be part of a parade lap that followed a golf cart around the course before everything got going, which was valuable. I did walk it twice before that. They also were nice enough. Gentleman took me around in his Corvette before my first run, which was exciting. Lots of G-forces, way more than that. I don't want to, I don't know how people feel about mentioning their names, so I'm not going to do that here. But he was a very nice guy. Everybody there was super nice. Just really friendly bunch of people. And then he rode, that same gentleman rode along with me for my first run through the course. He said, "You seem like you got it. Do you want me to ride along with you on future runs?" I'm like, "Nah, I think I'm good." He said, "You probably get a little closer to the cones," and I realized I could push a lot harder than I did. I was very timid on the first one, but. We'll go ahead and we'll show that to you now. I'll come back and say some other stuff, and
missed it.
So yeah, that first run, like I was saying, I was very timid on making sure that I'd be able to make it through without like making any major errors or getting lost or anything like that. Once I made it through and was pretty confident with that, was able to push harder. I'm not going to show you every run I did because I think that would be a little much. But I got quicker each of the runs throughout the first section there. I think I started out with like a 90 something, and we worked our way down to. I worked my way down to a 75. I'll at the end of the video I'll have like all the times listed. But I realize that I don't know at all where the limits of my street car are versus like stuff in the sim. I don't know how to like even judge where a good braking point's gonna be. Like what the limit of my braking is gonna be in my street car. So and it's my street car. I don't want to blow it up or anything like that. I don't want to overdo anything. A little mechanical sympathy, as it were. So not pushing nearly as hard as I could, but kept being able to get closer to the limit at least as we went. And when the second set of runs came around, it kind of had needed to work my way back up. So like the first run of the second ones was back up to an 80 versus my 75 that I had gotten on the first one, and then a 79 or something, 70 somewhere. I'll have all the times listed, but the final run was quicker than my final run of the first ones, and we'll go ahead and we'll show that to you now. And I'll have my reaction from the end of the thing at the end here. It was a super lot of fun. So here you go.
Yep.
Oh yeah, a couple of things I wanted to before I go back to past me. Stuff I would do different. If I do this again, I'm probably gonna do it again at some point. Probably, I wish I could get up the nerve to ask somebody to film the outside of my car for me, and maybe do a better job at grabbing some other stuff. Better camera gear. I don't like traveling with a lot of camera gear. I wish I had mounted the action cam the other way instead of hanging down on the windshield, going up and getting a little higher angle. I think that would have been a little nicer, maybe a little bit more to the left. And do a better job of applying sunscreen. They had a little wristband, and I put that on before I put my sunscreen on, so I got a little I wish I would have put the sunscreen on beforehand and just done a better job of applying it and reapplying it. And I just wore a baseball cap. I am gonna get myself a big old straw floppy hat. Don't need to look cool. I'm already racing a car. Don't need to look any cooler than that, right? But yeah, here's past me with my final thoughts.
All right, just finished up for the day. Did my last run, was my best run. You guys will have just watched that. I think it was 74 or something. It'll be on the screen someplace, but very exciting, very fun. I feel weird recording this kind of stuff in public like this, but I had a lot of fun. I'm the only car in my class. My Taurus SHO is G Street, I guess, and nobody else was in this class, so I don't know how I stacked up against folks. The second set of runs, I'll have all my times for each of my runs here now, I guess. Is 2 sets of 3, and got better each time for the first 3, and then kind of reset with the second set. So, but very excited. Probably gonna have to do this again sometime. It's way different than the sim. It's just, but I think, yeah, that probably helped out. I'll probably have some voiceover talking at some point. I don't know. We'll try and make this all work, but till next time. Bye.